The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lance looking to throw it. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the option to give to Sermon here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Play action, now it's Lance. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Patrick Queen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And this is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good footwork at the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
36, 36. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Back to Sermon on 1st down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Yo, 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 yo.
On the counter, Sermon. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got to seal. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Gets this one to use check. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On play action, Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, the 40, the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
33, yellow. 7's the mic. Hey, let's get this. Kill.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch right, watch right. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun, Sermon. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on 2nd and 16, Lance. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lucky.
Here's Lance.
We gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw is Murray. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch Sam. Check, Mike.
From the gun, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Check.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On first down, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I got one. Pick the edge.
Off of play action, here's Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15 and a flag down as well. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a handoff, Sermon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Nagar now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Patrick Queen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Check 24, check 24.
And Lance now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Let's go, D. Right there.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Murray. He's got it. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him.
Murray going to fire one out wide. Touchdown! A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got a seal.
Again, it's Sermon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. On the handoff, Sermon. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
From midfield, here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run for it. Sermon. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Mike, 57.
Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Who that? Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Watch QB draw. Hey, Ace.
Mike. Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
49ers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Switch.
Hey.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Making the catch is Sternberger. Touchdown! Jay Sternberger, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Nagar now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Cardinals 52, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible change. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal.
Here's Lance to throw it.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They set up the screen for Sermon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready. Yellow, 22.
The Lance going to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
In your face.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
That's one.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Rip right, rip right. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25.
Hey, Green.
Remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Lance now on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Bang Hill. Check pass.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lance again. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Zaven Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Murray flips us forward on the jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's it, baby.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Cardinals on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time in the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cardinals are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
73, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 44, 44. Mike, 44.
Let's set a tone.
From the gun, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake. Lance checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Check. Jam him.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Mike, 47.
On 3rd down, here's Sermon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Does the big boy have the juice? And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Nagar now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49ers nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal.
Let's go one more. Chef. Check 31. Check 31. Kill.
They give to Sermon out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Watch the screen.
Shotgun now for Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Single. Watch some. Tight end left.
Now Lance.
Safety creeping.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.